there, cosmic kittens and planetary puppies of those who identify with the divine masculine vibe. Remember, this is always energy, never gender. If you are seeing this video, there is something here for you. Remember, take what resonates, pitch out the rest. And I want to thank everybody who sent me early birthday wishes. I appreciate that, to the moon and back. Happy birthday to all my fellow Pisceans. Mine's on the 27th. I hope you guys have an amazing birthday. Take time out for yourself. Please, please, and thank you. Only on Instagram and Facebook. I have reading specials going on. CATZ'S birthday bonanza. If you're not following me on Instagram or Facebook, you can find that information down below in the description box. Let's get to it. Divine Masculine. If you have cards, pull along with me. That way you can see how these energies will be influencing certain areas in your life. Take what resonates, pitch out the rest. Let's go. The moon is going to be extremely powerful for the Divine Masculine. If you don't know, look up your moon sign. That's going to give you a hint on what these energies are going to be influencing prominently. Spirit's on a roll. We do have very strong influences of Pisces and Chiron and Aries coming in. Very strong. Getting fired up, ready to go. Some of you are open to these changes. Yes, bring these changes in. I'm ready. I'm ready. Some of you are like, you need to really hit me hard for me to let go and get these changes in. And either way, Spirit's coming in. The bell tolls. That seems to be a theme now. Though the bell didn't come up in this one, it did come up in Divine Feminine too. About the bell tolling in a very obvious way. So we do have the moon. Changes in your life, okay? This full moon, it's a mix of both new. It just feels like, you know, things coming, leaving, so the new things are coming in because divine timing's in play. That's the energies we've been feeling these last 2 weeks. Maybe you've been dealing with insomnia, hard to sleep, but now it's starting to catch up to you. What do I need to do? I can't hear, I can't see, and da da da. So we'll get some tarot on that here in a minute. Okay, one of the things Spirit has coming in for you is Spirit is very adamant this week of showing up in the physical plane in a way that we are just gonna be like, you know, can't even. You'll be taken care of in difficult times for those of you struggling, whether it's financial, emotionally, okay, in relationships, family dynamics, work. Spirit is coming in like a boss in the most amazing ways to help you, to lift you. Okay, to a better space, a better place for some of you. We do have the wind chimes, a very gentle, beautiful energy coming in with peace and harmony. I feel that if you have been struggling and just like on the verge, it's like I keep trying, but I mean slowly the like disappointment and just over and over again, and the struggle, you know, is starting to, you know, get you very burnt out and just start to give up. This is when Spirit's coming in, okay? Coming in like a boss with that staff. It's a strong staff. It's like a Moses staff. And there goes the way, there goes the ocean. That's what I heard. Just, and then going, it's like this huge relief. Needle and thread, a sincere wish will be granted. Sincere. Something from the heart. Some of you wish for it because you've actually have tapped into your heart and had asked it what it really wanted. And it showed you that's what will be granted this week. Divine Masculine. Very strong energies with Spirit today going forward into this week. The arrow with the torch being lit. Spiritual development, enlightenment, awareness, and understanding. Everything's going to become clear. That torch is a very bright light. You know, just making everything crystal clear for you all week long. Especially if you've been questioning the path you're on. For those, you know, struggling. You are on the right path regarding some aspect of your life. So you might think that you're going around in circles, like, why is this working? I really feel this, and this Spirit's about to show you why. Sometimes it's just a matter of expanding on what you love. Expansion. You don't have to leave it. Just need to start, adding an extension to it, adding a wing to it. You can always go back to that when it's time. I don't know who that was for. What's really interesting is the marriage card came out with the ring. A marriage will take place, either romantic or business. Now, I'm feeling very strong. Spirit says this is your commitment to your happiness, commitment maybe to another. Maybe you've been hemming and hawing, trying, kind of maybe self-sabotaging out of fear, not like settling down for this choice or that choice. Spirit says that's all coming into play. They're going to make everything very clear, okay, with that torch, okay, and especially with the staff, all right? Everything that's blocking your view, mind, body, or soul, is going to be lit up, and you cannot unsee it, okay? Some of you, I have to say, I don't know whose guide this is, shit or get off the pot, the marriage and the ring, okay? If you feeling it, do it. If you're not feeling it, any hesitation, it's not for you, okay? Let's break that down. Now, this could be a career choice. Take the promotion, take the relocation, should I get married? Should I get married? I'm stuck. There it is. Queen of Wands. Very strong energy. 8 to the 8 of Swords. Oh, I saw you. Knight of Cups in reverse. Okay. What I was saying earlier about, maybe you're feeling stuck, maybe you're trying so hard to get, go the right path, and you're doing everything you're supposed to do, but maybe you're supposed to do it, not supposed to be doing the same thing. I keep hearing that in my head. Don't do the same thing. You want to expand on that. Like, oh, that's interesting. They're like say you love tennis, that's your hobby, but you're starting to, you can't get enough people. You think, yeah, I'm going to go this way and start this club. And it's just not, people aren't showing up, or they start to and then they all, it's like, but I really love this. What's an extension? Spirit goes, try racquetball, try, paddleball, handball, expand. I know that sounded weird, but that's Spirit showed me that. So that might, one of you might be a tennis enthusiast. Scuba diving, they're showing me. And you love to do that. But maybe it's time for you to teach others how. I keep hearing get a boat and set up touring for best those kind of sites, or maybe you found little hidden gems, and you could take this as symbolism, or if this applies to you, take it as it resonates. Now, show them those treasures where they're hidden. For some of you, maybe it's time to just teach what you know, what you've learned. That'll reignite it. It's an expansion. So I want you to expand, add that wing, start building. Okay. So, like I was saying earlier, we have the Queen of Wands here, creative, I'm fired up, I'm enthusiastic, I'm passionate, I'm looking good, woohoo. And then after a while, it starts burning out, and we've got the 8 of Swords. Trapped in the head, spinning, getting depressed, getting feeling hopeless, feeling why bother, sadness. I'm never going to get better than this. Why did I even bother? Regret for even trying. The Spirit's like helping you. Look, Spirit's like, that's enough. Spirit is literally coming in and cutting those marionette strings on our brains that are, holding us back from seeing the obvious. It's one of those things where it's obvious to some people, but not to the ones that you can't see the forest through the trees. Especially if you're wandering around in a circle, same old tree. You see all your markings over and over, and you keep marking the tree. Next thing you know, the whole tree is like from your height down, marked all the way around. Try to guide you, but you keep coming back to the same space until somebody walks in and chops down one tree goes, phew, look, and there's a path, and there's a whole wide world. All these possibilities. And that's what Spirit's coming in with that Knight of Cups in reverse to the Eight of Swords and Knight of Cups. Spirit's cutting that off, abolishing that Knight of Cups in the reverse energy of just hopelessness. Why bother? I don't care. Coulda, woulda, shoulda. Just sitting in it, kind of rocking, just sitting in that. Think about, well, I could do this, I could have did that, I could have did this over and over and over. And Spirit's like, that's enough. You got to move. You got to go. You're not meant to sit here in this stasis. You need to get moving. It's like a fear-based paralyzation, and the brain takes over, especially if we haven't been sleeping. Okay. Watch those accesses. It says it's time to kind of get your body back in alignment here, guys. Okay. And I just heard Spirit's like, some of you are so focused on everything outside yourself, trying to connect that to your happiness, to your path, that, Spirit's trying to cut that bullshit tie off. It's all about you. It's you. You're in charge of your weather station. You're in charge of your own health. You're in charge of your own sleep. You're in charge of eating. You're in charge of taking care of stuff that's placed in front of you, okay? Other people can't do that. They can support you. Ooh, yes. Okay. The struggle is real. But look, this is where you're at now, Divine Masculine. 10 of Wands. Yay! There's a lot of endings happening this week, but leading to a new beginning almost immediately. I just had a card jump off here. Okay, so 10 of Wands. Look, he put down everybody else's bullshit that he's been carrying, and he's like, wow. And he's holding on to his own. And when he's done resting, you got to rest after dumping all that shit. You may feel lighter, but he knows I need to rest for a minute. And then I'll take my wand and I'm going to go on my own path. Balance. Temperance. You need that balance. You need to have a constant flow of both earth and water. Especially water signs out there. Spirit's saying we need to be grounded too. But we also need to appreciate the breeze, the music that comes from wind chimes. I can hear it. Peace and harmony. When's the last time you could truly say you were at peace? You could just relax and just be quiet. Some people can't stand that. They hate that. They're terrified of that. It's just, if you allow that, so much shifting will happen. For setting down all those wands and leaving them behind as you take your own. Take your rest. Take your rest. Because that new beginning is going to open right up. You know what you're carrying. You know what you're carrying. Now, Pentacles are about the physical plane, mind, body, soul, finances, home, family. Could be even cars. I don't know why that popped in. But once you set down all the stuff you've been carrying for others, stuff you felt responsible for, stuff you felt like maybe guilty over, or, maybe you grew up in a household where everything is your fault and your job is to make everyone happy. You can't carry this anymore. It's almost like, in some cases, some of you are going to be knocked over, bowled over in order to drop all those wands. And the only one that's going to be left is going to be yours. And it's going to, I just see a vision of it lighting up, going down your arm and just going, whoa. And setting all the other wands on fire and watching them burn to a crisp. Meanwhile, your wand is like the energy flow, feeding you, fueling you. lighting your heart on fire. All because that had to happen. For those of you who are already experiencing that Ten of Wands, sometimes it's hard to let go. Even if it is toxic for us, it's just hard. Everybody has their reasons why it's hard, but it is hard. But the big thing is when we set that down, that guilt. We feel like, oh, I'm being selfish. I'll wait. And then we'll feel bad. We can't go back anymore. We've got to stick to our word. If we're done, we're done. Move on. Spirit is paving the way in a very, very obvious way in the physical plane with the Ace of Pentacles. Something new that's solid, okay, going forward. This could be money. This could be love. This could be relationships. This could be healing of relationships. A renewal for some of you. Some of you. There's a change coming. You're being guided to it. Some of you might empathically be picking up on the changes. It's causing you to react. You know, you're picking that up back here and you're reacting to it. I think that's a lot of reason why that we are having trouble sleeping. All of us down here. Because we know that big change is coming and we're terrified. But we're not going to fail. I mean, obviously, if we keep repeating the same things or trying so hard to do the same thing over and over again, and that's not going forward, we should be welcoming this a little more. Yes, come in. Because, I mean, not saying you don't love what you do. I know I do. I love doing what I'm doing. But it's like doing certain things over, you know, trying to, you know, and then, I mean, if that's not working, this new thing's got to, right? When we flip the script in our head. Oh, yeah. Oh, okay. For some of you, okay, we do have the Page of Swords coming in strong. Okay, there's a couple messages here. We do have the Page of Swords to the Ten of Pentacles. Changes. Truth be told, coming in, and some of you might just cringe, maybe even turn it off real quick because you don't want to hear it. Yeah, it's coming. The end. The end. For some of you, okay, maybe a relationship change. This could be a career change. Something that was long-term and built up and has been crumbling. For those of you hanging on so tightly to stuff that's just slipping through your fingers because of fear. You know, even if you sit there and in your head, nope, nope, everything's fine, da, 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 oh, that can be fixed, and everybody's walking away. You're not expanding. You're still staying. You're trying to hold on. But if you find, Spirit says, when you let go, there's this freedom and the most amazing change coming in for you. You deserve it. It's good. It's good. For others of you, that Page of Swords, somebody very observant. Somebody's been watching. It's about to come in with that sword and make a change to something that you are used to, that you've been doing for years. This could be career. I'm feeling career. I just heard behavior pattern. But they're coming in such a way, it's literally gonna force you to have to do something that you've been putting off or that you haven't wanted to acknowledge, okay? But that's not a bad thing. These tens are about that. These things have to end so you can have that new beginning. And maybe you're not viewing those things that need to go as, you know, what you want or the direction you're heading or, you know, what you have in mind for a new beginning. But Spirit says, but these are things that are keeping the new beginning from coming in. Whether it's success, money, love, relationships, family. Look at that. These endings, some of you are welcoming them. I know you're ready. Some of you, you're still very scared and hesitant. But that torch, that fire energy, is just burning away all that it's long since been gone. Maybe you've held on to it with that Eight of Swords. You know, sometimes we will go into this like blinders on. If I don't acknowledge it, it ain't happening. If I'm not acknowledging, even if you don't consciously, you know, feel that back here, but now you're probably going, oh, yeah. But that's okay. That's okay. We've all are processing this. This has been last 2 years have been just insane. The last 6 months have been heartbreaking, just soul crushing. Darkness. It has not, and that's not counting seasonal depression on top of that for a lot of us, okay? But now, here we come. Spirit's like, I am going to show you the way. Here, this is your world. I'm here to support you, to light that fire and get enthusiastic about building anew. You know? Peace. The lilies are on here. The rose with love. And it's about working with people too. This isn't, I'm feeling the energy. This isn't about choice, it's about burning that past wand for the new. Knowing your wands. Okay? For some of you, you're putting down a wand for a new person. Okay? Or you're going to meet someone who's done the same thing as you. Could be a friend. Could be you could get a job offer with somebody who gets you like no other. Those people are there. They're waiting. They're also going through shit too. That's one thing about the things we want to manifest and the changes that are coming in is that it does depend on the other people that are going to be involved. It's all divine timing. But now Spirit's corralling us together now. And for those of you who stayed clutching, you know, to your seat, nails in, seatbelt on, I ain't moving, helmet, little, you know, handlebars and the bell, ding, ding, you know, Spirit. It's got the jaws of life and they're getting you out of that. In the most amazing ways. The wind chimes, I just keep hearing those. They're not, actually, I don't have any out here, but I hear them loud and clear. Alrighty, yep. Oh my God. So maybe you have been working, been patient. Maybe you have been hiding or procrastinating. We have the Hangman in reverse too, but that's ending with the 10 of Swords, guys. Come on, all these cycles are ending, you know? And it can be very nerve-wracking, very terrifying, but you got to trust once you get some rest. Look at, I'm done. I'm going to sleep. I got this for the Divine Feminine too. We're all tired now. And Spirit's like, all right, Spirit is carrying us. So allowing us to have the rest we need. Okay, you're done. That's done. Now we can move them forward because they're so exhausted. They're not going to fight this anymore. And we can get them where they need to be. Somewhere safe, somewhere quiet and peaceful. Somewhere they wake up and they'll feel happy. They'll feel joy. Stable. Swords. Okay. We need the rest so we can make clear decisions, so we can see clearly. You know? I mean, drinking water upside down doesn't really, it's just going to come back down. You know? It's like trying to feed yourself, but doing it in a very, you know, the opposite way than you should. Because that causes confusion. That's why. 7 of Cups. You're not going to have an issue making a choice. You'll be able to see it's almost like you have X-ray vision. Divine Masculine. Once you get rest, once this occurs, because this will happen to all of us, it's everybody down here. We're all getting, Spirit's going to, as soon as we finally rest, lay down the wands and just, okay, that's over. The hardest things to put down that we're carrying are all connected to other people. And that's hard. But once we do, we shut and lock that door, we just go, we're exhausted because we've been carrying the stress of how am I going to do this? How am I going to let go? How am I going to stop, you know, worrying about all this stuff? And then we finally do one thing and we lay down, and then that's when Spirit takes over. We're going to see all this so clear. Okay. It's not just sleep. It's whatever, you know. Maybe you're not eating right, not sleeping, not taking care of yourself. Maybe you're drinking too much lately. All of that has been skewing your vision intuitively, mentally, physically. Some of you want to stay in the past. Maybe you go, well, it's not really the past. I'm still in it now. Are you? Because maybe the past was better. It was, but it's time to let them go now. Leave the past in the past. There's something much better coming in for you, Divine Masculine, this week. Spirit's all over. New beginnings, endings, leading to new beginnings, balance, trust. This moon is changing you, changing it up for you guys. Very strong energy. Look. Remember that Two of Wands. Look at soulmate. This could be friends. This could be people you are meant to be working with. Okay? All because of maybe fear has locked you down so hard. Okay? Remember I was saying outside influence. Everybody's coming together. Spirit's bringing, now everybody's ready. Click, click, click. I heard kinetics. Meeting the people that truly jive with your heart's vibe. Soul family. Friends. Lovers. It's almost like, I said this a few months back about our soul fire. Soul, it's like sending out vibrational energy to those that jive with it. That was the signal for all of us. Time to go. Heart light. Time to go. Time to get together. Where are you? Now it's coming in. The physical plane. We also have harmony. Peace. Harmony. By letting go. I don't know how Spirit's going to work this out for any of you watching this. I just feel like one day you're finally going to go, you know what? I'm going to lay down and take a nap. I get up when I get up. But when you wake up, there's going to be a monumental change. You might wake up to the message on your phone signaling it, or something from somebody you're living with, or maybe when you go into work. Start expanding. Start working on the things that you love. And I know a lot of people aren't feeling that fire, but look at what you love that you're sticking with that just doesn't seem to be going anywhere. It's not that Spirit doesn't want you to do that thing anymore. No, we follow our heart. Well, we do love it, but we're not feeling the passion. We need to look at the things that would expand upon it. This is the main heart of that, is what we love. Okay? And these are just annexes leading out to something bigger. And with the study, it's about really looking around you in your world too. For those of you struggling with that Ten of Wands, it's time for you to really look and see what you're carrying, okay? Study the behavior patterns, paying attention and learning how you end up with all this, responsibilities and all these, everybody else's crap too. But this is also about doing research and discovering and getting excited about trying something new, attached, that's connected to what you love. You're going to be surprised. It's almost like when I see the fuse lit, like you go, oh my God, this is really cool. And the fuse lights to what you love, and you'll see that connection because you have the torch and the arrow. Okay. You're being guided in the physical plane, and you will be seeing it, feeling it, and experiencing it on a level you probably right now are like, I couldn't even imagine that. But there's a shift coming. By the end of the week, you're not going to be feeling anywhere near what you do currently. It's going to be higher, lighter, more peaceful. And thank you guys so much for joining me for your forecast for the week ahead. Please like, share, and subscribe. I really appreciate that. And that does keep me coming back to do this for you guys. Everything you need to know about me down below in the description box, including where to follow me on Instagram and Facebook. Sending you lots of good vibes. Be open. Be open. You got some amazing, wonderful things coming. It's going to just reignite your passion. Not just for the things you love, but your passion for living. Thriving, not just surviving. Take care.